We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Again, it's Pacheco. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now they'll audible to something else. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 3. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Mahomes will throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show that we feel like we're superior, go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the Seahawks are going to elect to go for 2 here. That's caught. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
they'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now here's Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Mahomes now to throw.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
A big play there for KC. 52 yards. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 67 yards.
Here's Walker.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now Darnold wants to change it up.
That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Mahomes going to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. An audible here to get a new look. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now they'll shift things around. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Darnold a sneak. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Faking the give, Darnold.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
3rd down and 13.
Now Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now here we go on 4th. Darnold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A stop made defensively by Mike Edwards.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Off of play action, Darnold. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Michael Dana coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Powering his way forward.
He's still on his feet.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
54 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Second down and 4.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and now we've got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Darnold. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
Mahomes. And Mahomes will do it himself.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking,
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Julian Love picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. The risk-reward of the onside kick when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Mahomes.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. And Mahomes will do it himself.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
Mahomes.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Mahomes to throw it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good.